Today we're going to play some cards. If you find the page that has Pyramid Solitaire, I'm going to show you these two games. So if you pull that page out of your booklet, I know the booklet got a little bit mixed up with how I wanted things ordered. So if you pull this page out, I'm going to show you how to play these two games. They're both very similar, but a little different. Both of these are solitaire games, which means you can play them by yourself, okay? You can play them with friends or you can play them by yourself. So for Make 10 Solitaire, you're going to do 3 rows of 5, 2, 3, 4, and I'm just going to do, maybe I'll just do 2 rows because I don't know if I can fit all 3. Wow, look at all those black cards. Holy guacamole, I need to shuffle better. So make sure you shuffle. All right, so I dealt all of them. So now I'm going to try to pick up all the cards that make 10. So I'm going to count all of these as a 10. Oh, and it says you can only pick them up if you have a matching pair. So I can't pick up the queen until I have another queen. And I'm going to kind of modify some of these rules to make it fun for me. So I know 3 and 7 makes 10. So I'm going to put these to the side. I know 6 and 4 makes 10. I'll put those to the side. And now I'm stuck because these make 15. That needs a 1 to make 10. 5 needs a 5 to make 10. And that needs another queen. So I'm stuck. So I'm going to deal out more cards in here. King. Oh, a queen, so I can match. Look, I have a queen and a queen. So they match. They both are 10. So it'd actually be 10 and 20. Now, 7 and 7 makes 14. Can't match that. Oh, I have a 9 and a 1. That makes 10. So I get to take those ones out. And then I'm going to deal more into those spaces. Oh, my king and king match. Oh, dear. I think I might be stuck because 8 and 8 make 16. So for 8 to make 10, I need what? 8, 9, 10. I need a 2 to match for the 8. I need a 1 for the 9. 7, 8, 9, 10. I need a 3 for the 7 or 5s or a jack. So I'm getting stuck. Oh dear. So here I would be stuck. So I could add another row. Oh man, look at that. So if I add another row down here, I have a 1 finally, so I could play with the 9 and that makes 10. So that's kind of how you play it. I didn't have room, but in this game, you actually would make 3 rows, and maybe that would be easier. So that's the thing. You could make this a double player game by giving someone half the cards, you have half the cards, and then you try to make 10 as quick as you can, and maybe whoever gets through their cards fastest making 10 would win. Or you can just play this by yourself and just do a matching with 10s, okay? The other twist on this that you can play it, and I hope I have room to show you this one. Oh, and make sure you always shuffle your cards, kind of like I showed you yesterday. Get half and half, and then you just kind of gently tuck them in and do it probably 3 or 4 times to make sure all the cards get shuffled. Or if you want, you can practice doing the bridge, which is where you cut them in half, and then you kind of push in the middle to bend them, and go like that, okay? And do it 3 or 4 times. Now let's make the pyramid. So the pyramid starts with 1 card on top, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6. So I'm going to build a pyramid, and then I'm going to try to make 10 to clear out the pyramid. And again, solitaire games are games that you just play by yourself. Okay, so I'm seeing some. I'm going to try to make my pyramid close together so I can fit it all in my screen. Okay, so I see those ones would make 10. So remember that Jack Hartman song that we sing that 2 plus 8, that makes 10. 1 plus 9, that makes 10. So this game you might get stuck and have to restart. So let's see, that's 4, that's 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I didn't check the rules for what happens if I have face cards. You know what, maybe you get rid of face cards. It looks like in their example they might not have face cards, so you can choose if you want to get rid of all your face cards or if you want to just count that as a 10. So maybe all my face cards I can just take out. So all of the ones on the bottom are the ones you can play with first. The ones that are buried you can't play with yet. So maybe I would say the ones that make 10 you can probably go ahead and take out. So that's 10, that's 10. Okay, so now these ones aren't buried anymore. So I could take out a 10. Oh man, I'm getting stuck already. And usually you would spread it out a little bit more, but I just had to make it tight. Let's see, what else makes 10? 6 and 9 makes 15. 6 and 3 makes 9. Uh-oh, I guess I could take that 10. That one's kind of buried. Well, I'm kind of stuck. That one's a hard game for me. So that's another version you can play with making 10. But I think maybe the Rose version was a little bit easier where you make 10 with those. So again, today we did Making 10 Solitaire games. So these are ones you can play by yourself or you can play with someone else. If you find the page in your book that looks like this, it has the rules in there, or you can kind of change the rules and make it fun how you like it. I like adjusting it to make it more fun. So those are our games for today. So you can play by yourself or with someone else. Enjoy!